Okay, we're going to start with the nation. Violent ethnic agitators will pay the price, says Tinubu. Drama, confusion trail EFCC's bid to arrest Yahaya Bello. Jimo, Oke, Akitarewa, others kick over membership issues. Kaduna Assembly Speaker alleges threat from El Rufai's son. Train 8, Nigeria NLNG expansion plans may be threatened by contract breaches. CBN not defending Naira with foreign reserves, says Cardoso. PDP has no leadership change plan, governors insist. And APC kicks against illegal court order on Ganduje. All right, which story are we starting with?
So let me start with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Yesterday said it would arraign a former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, today before the Federal High Court in Abuja. The anti-graft agency said it has secured a warrant to arrest him. The warrant put an end to a 12-hour siege on his residence. As in, I watched that on so many live streams, and it was crazy. They really went all out. And then there was a conflicting order by two courts. A court in Abuja actually gave EFCC the warrant and the right to go ahead with the arrest, while the court in Lokoja, sitting in Lokoja, said that they couldn't do so. So there was a conflicting order, on that. But the interesting thing here is that the current governor of Kogi State whisked him away from his residence. And because a sitting governor always has immunity, nothing could be done about that. And EFCC and a lot of people are saying that that's an obstruction of justice, that they should allow EFCC go ahead to do what they need to do. Because in situations like that, when people and individuals continue to use thugs to prevent EFCC from actually carrying out their duties, it brings about chaos in the society and a breakdown of law and order.
They said he came in about 2:30. The EFCC had been there since 9:30. They came about 2:30, and then he came, that's the governor. So that means that's the amount of time it took him to drive from Kogi to Abuja. Yes. Then came in with thugs and security operatives, and then after about 2 hours, about 4:30, he now drove out. Yes. They didn't say he had the governor. They didn't know he had the governor in the car, but they were just
going on and on. I watched the video. It was really cool. But the matter has been arraigned to today. Yes, in court.
But if he goes to court today, EFCC will pick him up.
Well, let's see how. Let's see how it goes.
Let's
move to Cardoso, because I'm very interested in this story. So the CBN, yes, I mean, if Cardoso says so, Cardoso will do so. That's the new slang. The CBN says that the governor Olayemi Cardoso said yesterday that the CBN is not defending the Naira with our foreign reserves. He was speaking at the IMF, World Bank in Washington, D.C. meetings, or the spring meeting. Cardoso said defending the Naira seems to be a prevalent theme that everybody's brandishing around. Let me be very clear. It is not our intention to defend the Naira. He acknowledged recent discussions on declining reserves, but argued that defending the Naira defending the Naira goes against our core philosophy. So what they are saying is that all they do is paying their debt, which they have been owing, using the reserves. So we want a Naira that performs based on market forces, as long as we have a vibrant foreign exchange market. It says also that they acknowledge that past reliance on broad decisions for education, health, payment purposes, essential, that was wrong, and they've shifted that now to the banks. And so the recent changes in our reserves are not for defending Naira, but for paying up obligations that were due. So we need to also ensure that people are putting the right narratives out there, because
the question I want to ask is, even if they are defending the Naira, is it not their currency? Should we not defend it? Should we not stop the Naira from just scattering?
But that wasn't even what they are doing.
The worry was that could be artificial.
Yes, it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. So they're saying, listen, we're not even defending, we're only paying back our debt. In paying back our debt, yes, obviously it's strengthening the Naira, but what is being said is that the real defense of the Naira is if we actually become more productive and have more sustainable policy changes for our Naira.
And get more oil
revenue.
Yeah, because apparently the last administration had taken out of, had sold the oil in advance. So it's the extra
That we are getting.
that this administration is getting money from. Because the other one has been sold.
You should join.
Sold for the future.
We should not sell Nigeria, Sha.
Yeah, the major headline was talking about the violent ethnic agitationists. The president was receiving the Afenifere. This is the Yoruba social group. Part of those that came there is the non-generian. I had to go and Google what non-generian is. Non-generian is somebody between 90 and 99. Pa Ruben Fashionroti, he is seen in the picture in the nation visiting the president amongst other dignitaries and members, leaders of the Afenifere. And the president was talking tough, says that violent ethnic agitators are going to face the price. They will pay the price because for him, what Nigeria needs
heavy
now.
Price.
Yes, heavy price, yes. So he told the administration that they have recorded significant progress against insurgency, and the goal now is to protect the country. So those that are now trying to divide the country, they would collect. More importantly, I just feel like some people are sponsoring this division, and we as Nigerians collecting money from whoever to sponsor division and crisis within our community is not patriotic, it is evil, and beyond the law dealing with you, God will deal with you. And if you see something, say something. Don't be one that will sit down passively when you are having conversations that would cause crisis within your country. We don't need this right now.
Yeah, so the Cubana Chief Priest has been granted 10 million Naira bail.
Yep. And
then other celebrities have been hailing him on his Instagram page. The video wrote, "I no go see you for 6 months, okay? Never." Obi Cubana said, "This must be Abiodo Sheka."
Abido Sheka.
I don't know what that is. And Owo PayPal says, "Now, who get money, they win case. No, there's no objection to it."
All right. So, let's move on to the punch. El Rufai marketers fuel subsidy claims wrong, says federal government and NNPC. Heavy punishment awaits persons threatening Nigeria's unity, says Tinubu. 29 Yoruba Nation agitators remanded, Oyo demolishes base. APC dragged Kano George before NJC over Ganduja's suspension. FG to execute $3.8 billion gas supply agreement in May. PDP governors warn against illegality as NEC meets today. Cardoso links depleting reserves to debt repayment. And policemen Kogi governor foil EFCC attempt to arrest Yahaya Bello. Okay, which story are we starting with? Let's take one story. We're going to
I have a story inside the papers.
Why?
Yes, because this story is very close to home, is what my staff are suffering. Two soldiers have been detained. So they went into Dangote refinery, driving an Acura. When they entered, they went to steal cables of 892 97 armored cable that had been cut to size from Dangote refinery. They are currently within custody. This was not even rejected by the Army Public Relations. On Wednesday, the Director for Army Public Relations, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, described this as very, very regrettable, totally unacceptable. These two are already within custody. It is an act of criminality that could be prevented. It was provocative, and when we talk about stealing cables, the impact is far-reaching. So this is within the Dangote refinery. Oyema said that those that were caught, that they know that they are in trouble. He has excused himself and left the scene. The preliminary investigation revealed that the suspects were hired by a civilian contractor who identified himself as Mr. Smart, who claimed to have wanted to recover his those were his own products within the facility, but he could not go there. He now used army officials to go there. Then sometimes they now catch innocent civilians, which is where the issue that I'm trying to resolve. Sometimes you catch innocent civilians without any evidence and they are caught. But this one person was caught with evidence. Both the two soldiers and the Mr. Smart that financed the operation, all of them should be brought to the table, and we should hear about the prosecution as a major headline, not inside the paper.
Let's go on a short break now. When we come back, we continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.